butterfly, sting like a bee. Now watch the adventures of Muhammad Ali.
Looks like a nightmare I once had.
Which one is which?
Now you're looking at your double. Before you leave, you'll be in trouble.
Should have been out by now. Must be a problem. Hey, what happened to all the people?
Ladies and gents, for the fright of your lives, the grand opening of the greatest amusement park in the world, the Haunted Park. And for the grand opening, there will be a once-in-a-lifetime test of strength between the two strongest men in the world. From the United States, the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali. The European strongman, Hugo the Great.
Sir Basil, I've got to give you a hand. Man, you sure know how to put on a show.
As they say in your country, old chap, as yet you have seen nothing.
Sorry, Governor. This entrance is for VIP authorized personnel only.
I'm Muhammad Ali's assistant, Frank Bannister.
Sorry, Gov. Only, if you're Ali's assistant, why weren't you with Ali?
Now, that's a good question. That's what I've been asking myself ever since I met him.
Well, here we have it. Exhibit number 1, the Wax Museum. What do you think of it?
Hello there.
Looks like a nightmare I once had.
Ah, that's the whole point of the haunted park. A living nightmare, but fun. This has been a long-time dream of mine, creating this fantasy of fear.
Looks pretty nice to me. But so far, man, I'm not scared.
Aha, don't forget, your adventure has just begun. You may still freeze in your footsteps before you leave the haunted park.
Me? Muhammad Ali, the most fearless man in the world? You've got to be joking.
Today's contest will decide who's the world's strongest, Muhammad Ali or Hugo the Great.
Huh. If he's so great, how come I never heard of him? He's very famous in Europe.
That ugly turkey? I'll have him for breakfast.
Ali, I'd like you to meet our park custodian, Homer Krups.
Pleased to meet you, your lordship.
I'm glad to meet you too, Homer. But you can stop all that lordship stuff. I'm Muhammad Ali, not the King of England.
To me, you're a king.
Homer, I can see now. You and I will have no trouble. We're gonna be great friends.
Oh, I hope so.
Right this way, Tour.
Hey, now, cool it, bad news. I know the dude's dressed funny, but that's no reason to bite him.
Welcome,
the Living Wax Museum. I am your official guide. Only, I will not be taking you on the tour because I, too, am made of wax.
I warned you not to take anything for granted in the haunted park.
Sorry about that bad news. I should have known that you'd be the first to smell a rat.
Have you by any chance seen a very large, very loud heavyweight champ wandering around here?
Oh, you're in luck, Joe. He's right in there.
Swell. Half the world's waiting for decision from him, and he's off looking around at some wax dog.
Perhaps I should warn you, before you enter this room, you're in for a special surprise.
Sir Basil, I wouldn't put anything past you. Man, look how pretty he is. Now that's what you call a real challenger.
Now you're looking at your double. Before you leave, you'll be in trouble.
So here you are.
Hey, Frank, check this out. Which one is which?
Oh, that's easy. You're the dummy with his mouth open.
What's that turkey doing here?
We had to have a figure of Hugo as well as you. It's only fitting.
Well, that Hugo's here may be fitting. But when I'm finished with him, he'll be sitting.
I wouldn't be too sure of that, champ.
So this overstuffed wax candle talks too, huh? Well, the wax one's probably just like the real Hugo, all talk and no action. So you're Hugo the Great, but you shall soon be the late great.
This evening's contest should decide who's the greatest. I only hope you're up to it.
If I'm up to it, listen, Hugo, you are about to be the subject of my shortest poem. Tonight, Hugo, you go.
Just make sure that when we meet in the test of strength, your might is as great as your mouth.
Here, Hugo, you forgot something.
Ali, I got to have a couple minutes to talk some business.
Sure, Frank. You know I'm always here if you want me.
Uncle Ali, do you mind if we check out the rest of the park? Yeah, after all, we've got a guide of our own, Sydney.
Fine, only don't get lost.
Man, if we're gonna double the devil, we're gonna have to wait.
Of course, we could always go to the front of the line. I mean, my dad does own a park, and your uncle is Muhammad Ali.
Right. They're the VIPs. We're not. We'll just wait in line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're making room on this run for a very important passenger, Hugo the Great.
Should have been out by now. Must be a problem.
Hey, what happened to all the people?
And for alarm, ladies and gents, there's been a slight disappearance on the double devil. But if you'll remain calm, I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation.
If there's a perfectly any logical explanation for what we just saw, I'd sure like to hear it.
Would you believe no explanation at all?
This could ruin my dad. He has his whole life invested in this park.
I'm sorry about your dad, Sidney, but you don't suppose this park is really haunted?
Whatever you do, don't say that. If people started believing.
This place gives me the creeps. I want me money back and I want out.
Paging Sir Basil Fullerton to the double devil at once, please. This is an emergency.
You kids okay?
Yeah, we're okay, but you should have seen what happened.
This is the worst thing we've ever seen.
You
He
went
just
up the
vanished
job.
into thin air.
Went in and came
This
in
will
and
close the park.
Everybody's demanding the money back.
What are we going to do?
Good heavens, 50 people. This will ruin me.
You're not gonna let this thing get you down. Come on, man. You've got me, Ali, in your corner.
Don't worry. Uncle Ali will think of something.
It would take a miracle to save our park.
What we need is a solution to the conclusion.
May I have your autograph before we leave, champ?
Sure. Say, suppose I was to put on a little training exhibition. Would you folks stick around?
Absolutely. We wouldn't dream of leaving.
Right.
Ali, you don't have to.
But I want to.
Well, thank you. I'd better go and make an announcement before everyone leaves. Wait a moment. What about all those people who disappeared? What about Hugo the Great?
Look, you go save your park. Leave Hugo to me.
Well, if you need any help, here's Homer. Thank you, Ali.
Uncle Ali, what are you going to do about finding Hugo the Great?
I've heard of dudes trying to get out of exhibitions with me, but this is ridiculous. Guess we'll have to go find him.
I sure hope you can. That's the only thing that'll save the haunted park.
Son, you're looking at Muhammad Ali. That's better than Sherlock Holmes. And this is the famous Dr. Homer Watson. Coming, Doctor?
Right, Governor.
One thing sure, they're empty. Good work, Bad News. Now what's this? Whatever this stuff is, it's in all three cars.
It's wax, Gov. Put there for passenger safety.
Wax, huh? Well, it didn't keep them very safe today, did it? Let's go check out that tunnel.
They was last seen heading in here, Gov. 3 cars full. Then nothing.
Hey, you guys coming?
You see, Gov, there's nowhere they could have gone. They just up and vanished. Spooky, ain't it? Forgot to warn you. He pops out every time the cars pass this spot on the track.
He's fast, all right, but he's not as fast as most of my opponents, and I still got him in the end. More wax. I know. More passenger safety, right? Thanks, Homer. You're a good man to have around.
Just reflex, Gov.
What on earth was that all about?
Looks like Homer just saved Ali's life, Dad.
Incredible. Really?
Like you said, he's strong and smart, too, when it counts.
Ladies and gents, the special training exhibition we promised is about to begin.
I'm afraid it's going to take more than this to save the haunted park.
Maybe we could do something to help.
Hey, yeah.
you guys are real friends, but nothing to help but finding those missing people. And the park gods have searched everywhere. Hey, there was one place they might have overlooked. The one ride that wasn't ready for opening today. The maze.
The maze, huh? Sounds scary to me.
Everything in the park's scary. Let's go. Even I haven't been in here. They haven't finished it yet. But you can see from the map how it works. You go in here, then try and find your way out. Guess there's lots of scary surprises and ways to get you lost. Well, what are we waiting for?
Shouldn't we call a guide? Suppose we get lost.
I've been around amusement parks all my life. Do you think I'd let us get lost?
Sydney, I don't like this at all.
Trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Sydney, how are we gonna get out?
There must be some way out.
We're trapped.
Greatest fight of the century. Thank you. Only hope the children didn't miss any of this.
Knowing them, man, they didn't miss anything. Only I missed them. Where are they?
We got in. There's got to be a way out.
But we've looked all over.
Hey, over here!
Sydney!
Nicky, help!
Uncle Ali, where are you now when I need you?
Damon! Sydney! We've looked everywhere they could be. Now where couldn't they be?
There's nowhere left.
What about down there? Nicky! Sydney!
No sign of him anywhere.
This just isn't my day. Now Ollie and Homer have vanished.
Uncle Ali, am I glad to see you?
Sydney's down there.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Well, let's get out of here.
Now, You don't suppose they could be in there?
This way. This should do it.
Thank goodness you're safe. That settles it. The park is officially closed.
Not now. I've got it. The solution to the conclusion. Come on now. I want you all to follow me. Now, I ask myself, Muhammad Ali, how in the world could 3 carloads of people and Hugo the Great just disappear and vanish?
Magic?
Yes and no. The hand is quicker than the eye. Right, Homer? I see you found it.
Yeah, it was stashed right where you thought it'd be.
All right. If Dr. Homer Watson will now start the double-double devil, well, come on, Homer. We've got to solve this mystery. Does that solve the mystery for you? The solution must be clear now.
As clear as mud.
Not as mud, as wax. The people who disappeared were made of wax.
You mean like in my living wax museum?
And this box is what made them seem alive. A tape recorder.
But who would go to all this trouble just to ruin me? And why?
As for why, I can think of 12 million reasons. And they all have a $sign in front of it. And as for who? Oh, Homer.
Guess you've got my number, champ.
I've had your number ever since you tried to hand me that wax of passenger safety jazz.
How can I ever thank you enough?
Just don't ever ask me to get on one of those things again. This is Muhammad Ali, the champion of the world, and I want to tell you all about the purpose of life. All of you today were born to accomplish a certain purpose, whether it's to be a doctor, a boxer, baseball player, mechanic, school teacher, what have you, a businessman, lawyer, nurse. You all were born for purpose. Find out what your purpose is and start working on it. When I was 12 years old, my purpose was to be the heavyweight champion of the world, and today I made it. And I'm going to tell you, you can be whatever you want to be. So find that purpose and get out and accomplish that purpose, because if you want to do it, you can, like I did.
Wednesday.
Lucha Underground has set the entire world on fire. Lucha, Lucha, Lucha Underground!
Lucha Underground, Season 2. New episode Wednesday at 8 p.m. on El Rey Network.